I was still learning under Pandit Yashwantbhai Joshi. But as soon as Pandit Ratnakar Pai passed away, Yashwantbhai Joshi's health also started deteriorating at a very faster rate.
You really think it is connected to some heart-to-heart relationship?
I don't know.
No, people might wonder.
Yeah, probably at your age I might be able to think about it. Right now, probably I'm too young.
Another thing comes in the mind before just shifting to Dhundlutaiji. Whether, these people used to keep some portraits or paintings of some great musicians.
Yeah, no,
So
not really
just,
portraits.
what kind
They
of
used to
pictures
keep
your mom
photographs
has?
of
Yeah.
gurus, their gurus. Because even Yashwantbhai Joshi's small house had a big photo of Jagannath Bua Purohit and
Yeah,
a
all
big
this I want to
portrait
know.
size
Yeah,
photo
yeah,
of
yeah.
Mirashi Bua. And when
And that made him like
yeah,
God.
No, and he literally, because at every Guru Purnima, till he was alive, until his daughter was staying here in Mumbai, he used to always go and pay homage to all the three stalwarts, even after their demise. Even
the
for
same thing
Pai
with the-
Bua, we still have a Guru Purnima, which is
And,
called as
what
Pandit
about-
Ratnakar Pai Punyatithi Mahotsav, which happens in the month of August and September. All the disciples of Pandit Ratnakar Pai come together and sing one after the other.
And that again, I want to know about what pictures and what portraits and what kind of paintings.
No,
they
not
had.
pictures,
Of-
portraits or paintings. It was only photographs of their gurus.
And did the trophies and the photographs of Guru come side by side?
No,
Whatever
never,
they got. No.
never.
It's two places,
Yes,
different places.
yes. This
Which
wall
are the
was
gurus?
only instruments and gurus and probably a small
But
showcase.
everything was in the same room.
Yes.
The trophies,
Yes.
the paintings, and the.
Pai Bua had a different setup because he felt
Acha.
that trophies in music room always could, probably enhance your ego, which shouldn't happen. You have to shun the ego and then practice. But Yashwantbhai Joshi ji did not have an option, so had to have everything under one
Combined.
roof. Combined.
But he had what was it? Bua's place. He
Just
had
a
couple
one
of
room kitchen.
tanpuras.
Yeah, no. It had around four tanpura. Or five.
Five.
One for ladies.
And also other instruments, tabla and harmonium and anything
No,
else.
not harmonium. I didn't see harmonium, although he had one. I did not see a harmonium
How did
lying.
the tuning happen then?
My mom was there and he
Did they have a
always.
pitch pipe, I think. Might have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pitch pipe.
Everybody had a pitch pipe then.
Okay. Then the pitch pipe is a very simple thing. You need not have a harmonium.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
just blow it and you used to tune one.
We can't imagine like Bhim Singh ji, and there must have been a harmonium when he learned and all. It must have been a
I've
pitch
seen
pipe.
my mom with pitch pipe. That round pitch pipe used to come, or that
it was
the
an
whistle-like
extra-
thing.
Oh, that.
That German pitch pipe used to
You're
come.
talking about a round disc.
Yeah, round
like
disc.
thing, and each side there was one.
Yes.
I think even Mukta Nai had one. Even you get it.
Yeah, but that was first my father got it from Germany.
And singers
Because
like.
it contained a German reed, and German reeds are considered to be the best reeds as far as blowing or air instrument.
All these people always kept spare on this at home. Strings.
Yeah,
Quite many.
always.
What about the people who came to do Jabhari
I did not see them in person, but
at your place?
at my place,
Once a year.
yeah, twice.
What about at your guru's place? These are all real big curious questions that I am getting today.
Guru's place, I saw actually. It was late when I started understanding how Zawari is tuned. It was not too early for me. I mean, it was just 5 or 6 years back.
And do you notice some difference in the tanpuras they had and something? Those monies you get, the older
Yeah.
ones had were ducks.
The tumbas were so
Small.
huge.
Yeah.
The tumbas were so huge that even one tanpura could fill the hall without microphone.
You find some difference in the making? Like there are some changes, the karigari that is done, some difference? The old tanpuras, the new, and the paint and even the design on the
No,
khunti.
design, on the khunti's design did change, but
That's a curiosity because you've seen the older people.
because what I saw was mainly made of ivory. Even the bridge
Uh-huh.
where the Jabhari is done was of Vastigan.
Okay.
Or
And all of them had like 5 or 6 string tanpuras also.
No, everybody had only 4 strings and they were
Ashwini
like.
Kai has a.
Only I believe I have only seen Ashwini Tai use a 6 string.
And I've seen a
tanpura.
picture of 6 string of Lata Mai also playing a tanpura which is either having 5 or 6 strings.
I don't
I think it keeps that continuity, consistency.
know. But even a 4 string tanpura can
Just
do
does,
that.
yeah. What about height of the tanpura? Did it vary? The big tumba, as you
Yes, yes. Height of the tanpura is generally kept standard.
mentioned. Is it heavy because of that tumba?
Not really. It's
Or
only
for a
voluminous.
child to lift it?
Yeah, I always used to sit in that asan. I was never allowed to, just take the tanpura on
So
my
that
lap.
huge tanpura tumba and like you are hiding behind it.
Yeah,
something like
that's how it was. I still remember my first Guru Purnima at Pandit Ratnakar Pai's place. I had to tune the tanpura in Safed Sar. So I used Ashwini Tai's 4-string tanpura. Paibua tuned it me for in Kali Panch. And then I started singing on it. And Vishwanath Shirodkar and Seema Shirodkar had also come there that time. So Ashwini Tai and everybody was just sitting down. Then I started singing. So Seema Tai said, "Tumchi shishya bhar changli karte." So that Vaibhav said, "Just go up and see who's singing. You'll feel even better." She said, "Okay." Ashwini Tai asked, "Who's playing my tanpura?" So he just said, "Go have a look. Come back."
Oh, so your voice had not changed.
There. So
Do
they
you have
just.
any recording of that?
I think I do, but that is in Pune. That was Yashwant Joshi's Guru Purnima. I sang Hamir. I still remember. My mom.
What
had
was the
taught me.
structure then? Were you quite tall or? a
No,
little
I was
boy?
not tall, just a little boy wearing half pants and
But
t-shirts.
like how tall? Some 4 feet, some inches?
Yeah, around 4.5 feet.
Oh, so quite a little one.
Yeah, just a little one, and always used to be in my boxers or short pants and in t-shirts.
So then what happened? They've been.
Abhay Datar used to play with me.
So they came up and what happened then?
I mean, they just came up, they just said,
Oh, it's a boy.
"Yeah, oh, it's just a kid." And Seema Tai came right in front and then heard my yaman. I sang Yeri Jogi ke Vari Vari Chahiye that time. That was the second khayal which I was taught.
Okay.
By the way, just to give an information, my first rag when I started learning with Pandit Ratnakar Pai was not yaman.
Okay.
It was Bhairav.
Okay. Just like the practice in Carnatic music. So then we are now coming to the entry at Dhundutai Ji's residence, and again you please describe the music room and the first time what happened when you visited.
Actually, it's
And
quite
how
a long.
serious you were and what was your...
It's quite a long story as such. Paibua passed away and I was having a scholarship then with this Gyan Pravaha and the ITC Sangeet Research Academy in Kolkata. And
For that you have to stay there?
no.
Okay.
It was that Gyan Pravaha was one foundation which only gave scholarships to persons who were not able to come to Kolkata and were still doing better music. Probably the panel which I faced was one of the toughest panels I've ever faced in my life for any audition, any competition, anything. I mean, it consisted of Pandit Ulhas Kashalkar, Ustad Rashid Khan, Pandit Ajay Chakravarti, Pandita Girija Devi ji, and Pandit Vijay Kumar Keshri. So they were the alma mater of Indian classical music then, and I really had to perform in front of them. So I did that. I got
And
the
did you
scholarship.
also appear for All India Radio competitions?
I did once, but never could make it at the top. I don't know how, but that was the case. Yeah, that was the case. I am an A-grade artist, but then it happened much later. But then it just happened very fast.
Okay. So, but you haven't given auditions. You
I
had,
have.
No, in the sense, you first gave your competition appearance, whatever. You must have tried every year.
I
And
tried
then-
twice. Then
And
it
then you
just
thought, let me not try.
Yeah.
Then you thought, let me just improve.
exactly because my voice wasn't all that good at that time. I just needed some exposure and way things. Everything went well. I
The
was
audition
good.
has come much later.
Yeah.
But you were already performing here and there.
I was in small concerts in Guru Purnimas and places.
So, again, we are coming to the lengthy story.
So it-
Gyan Prabha.
the scholarship came to me and then he passed away, and then
Oh,
Pandit
oh.
Vijay Kumar Kishlu ji came to a conclusion that his scholarship is not being discontinued because of non-performance. It is in first time in the history of the institution that the scholarship is being discontinued because Guru has passed away. So they wanted me desperately to learn and to do good things with music. So then Ulhas Kashalkar ji suggested me that why don't you go and learn from Dhundutai?
How old she must have been?
In her early 80s, late
That's
70s.
really very unpleasant to think that some of your gurus have passed away. That is there. Not one, not two, and
All
that
there.
that doesn't make one happy. Unfortunately, when your mom is with you, she can always give you comfort.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
So that's how it was, you know. I went to her when she was in her late 17, maybe
And you were
17,
again a little person.
I
Not
was then
very
at
little.
24. I was, yeah. No, not even 24, 23.
But you always gave a boyish appearance. Like people couldn't figure out what was your correct age.
Yeah. I was 23 then, 22 or 23. And I
Mhm.
went to her.
And then again it is this way. You go and
Yeah, of course.
great lady, and what's going to happen to me?
Yeah, because I was always, I've been always hearing about Dhundutai ji till that time was that she was a super strict person and was a strictly no
The
nonsense.
strict word is always connected with Jaipur. Or some
Not
other
really.
Gyanas.
Even with Gwalior it was the same thing. Pandit Yashwantka Joshi was always a strict person.
Hey, but was it the same? I don't think you were a pranky person as far as music was concerned.
No, especially working. I mean, learning with my mother playing pranks was fine, but in front of Yashwantka, I couldn't even imagine. He was such a big figure and so humble.
Okay.
That's where I believe I took humbleness from. Because even my Guruji Pandit Ratnakar Bhai was so humble, always.
Mhm.
Always. So I think they imbibed that quality
So you
in me since my childhood.
Take a first step inside and you enter, and what happens at Dhundutai space?
First, Ullasada talks to Dhundutai,
Oh.
stating that there is some boy who wants to learn music. Boy, I don't teach boys.
Okay.
So then again, Vijay Kumar Gitlu ji calls her and says, आप सिर्फ बच्चे को सुनिए. हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि आप सिखाइए, आप सिर्फ सुनिए.
Mhm.
उसके बाद अगर आपका मन चाहे तो ही आप सिखाइए, वरना मत सिखाइए. And then by that time, Keshav Varanspe ji was also approached by my mother, because my mom knew that he knew Dhundutai ji, or Bhai Sahib as we call him,
Mhm.
Bhai Sahib very well.
Mhm.
So he said, okay, I'll try talking to her, but I cannot assure you anything because she is a different kind of a person.
Mhm.
A total sannyasi by every attribute, every attribute, and she has sacrificed her life for music.
Mhm.
So that is why she is extremely sensitive towards her music and whom she is teaching, how she is teaching, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
So you really have to. There is no two plans or there is no negotiation in it. Everything is non-negotiable and it goes the way she says.
Were you staying with? No, that was after Sir passed.
Yeah.
So you were back to
Yeah,
Delhi.
yeah. So that time, that period when he passed
Where
away
did she
was
stay?
she stayed in Borivali West.
Okay.
So again my Borivali started
Mhm.
in a way. I mean, lot of my music I spent learning was in Borivali. So Borivali has a very special connection with me as such.
And then these recommendations resulted in?
Yeah. Then she said that okay, I'll listen to him. Then Bhai Sahib said that I'll listen to him.
Mhm.
So we then Keshav Varanspe ji finalized a date for us, and then me and my mother, both of us went to her place.
And were you scared for myself?
Big time, big time. I mean, her caretaker, Maushi as we used to call her, Maushi opened the door. Yeah. Please have a seat. And then she was, sitting there. Rich silk, very elegant, but very classy, not too gaudy. Some silk saree, and she was looking like a goddess. I mean, I could literally feel like she's someone special. She's not human. She's not a normal human being.
Mhm.
That I mean, you have the photo here. You could. This is the same saree that she wore when I had come to meet her first.
Mhm.
You could still see that luster on her face. So I could just make out she's someone special. So I really have to be good to her and stuff like that. If
What
she
did you sing? You remember something?
Yeah, I do remember. She asked me to sing Bilhas,
Uh-huh.
and I sang Shama Shama, Gaurav. So she said, बंदिशी वगैरह ठीक है, जरा गायकी नीट करायला. Bandishes and are absolutely fine. You could sing Jaipur bandishes the way they are ought to be sung, but you still need to learn the gaiki because you were too young to understand the gaiki of Jaipur Atroli Ghirana.
Of after learning from sir also there she said
Yes,
this.
yes.
So then you must have thought, okay, so what have I been doing?
No, then she could very well understand. हा पण तुमचं पुरुषांचं ते आवाज ठीक करण्याचं पण मध्ये असतं ना, आवाज फुटतो वगैरे त्याचा. त्याच्यात बरीच वर्ष जातात पण
But she
तुझा
wasn't Kannadi girl.
नॉट ॲट ऑल.
Okay.
A pure out and out Deshastha Brahmin.
Okay.
So even the linguistics which we share were common.
Okay.
Because even I am a Deshastha Brahmin. It was like that. So she just asked my mom couple of questions. She never talked to me ever till the time I started to learn. First day I still remember I was just sitting like this after I finished my singing. हा गातो बंदिशी वगैरे बरा पण याची गायकीची बोंब आहे. गायकी करवायला पाहिजे. He needs to learn the गायकी well. He doesn't know a thing about it. So is he doing music just for fun or as a hobby or he wants to do something in music? Some good thing. So my mom said no, he wants to do something in music.
And with such great people, you really think whatever she said must be Pramana Vakya.
Absolutely. So then she said, okay, if he wants to do something in music, it's a tough road which has to be taken, and it's the hard way you learn from me. Saturdays, Sundays, you don't get breaks. You come every day to me, sit for 3-4 hours, do your thing, and then go wherever you want to go.
For 3 and 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours typically
Daily.
per day.
What about your college and things like that?
Yeah, but then again she agreed, and then I went there, and then Pandit Vijay Kumar Kichlu said that I want to re-audition you to reinstate your scholarship with Durdutai Gurukul. So he again called up Durdutai ji and the Pai Sahib, and then he asked her, if I give you 1 month's time, could you just train him and send him for an audition? Is it fine with you? She agreed to it, surprisingly. She agreed to it, and she said, she asked me first question, which is the rag which you not like the most? I said Multani.
Oh,
Till that time I never used to like Multani. Big time I used
but
to
you
hate
must have
it.
thought, you mustn't have understood why she's asking.
Possibly.
That was the reason she must have thought, okay, let me teach you Multani only.
Yeah, but then she said, okay, I'll teach you Multani. So she taught me Multani. I still remember that 1 month's period. I used to go before my college used to start and after my college ended. And my college was at Nerul. I used to study at SIES.
Okay, my place.
Yeah. So from there I used to travel Borivali, and from Andheri I used to travel Borivali, then back to Nerul, from Nerul back to Borivali, and then I used to come at around 10.
Were you at hostel or something?
No, I used to stay here at Andheri with my parents.
But what okay, all that up and down, very hard time.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Then I used to come back by
Very
around
tired.
10:30 and then just go to sleep. My dad, I still remember my father used to, serve me food, evening dinner and all, because my mom was fast asleep till that time. My father
You
used
all
to
must
serve
have seen
food.
little of each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because even on Sundays morning I was
This was
always...
how many years?
This was for like...
That was 1 month also, and
Yeah.
then that thing happened, and you must have cleared
Yeah.
it with Multani.
Yes, I cleared
And you never thought Multani is not good, since that was your happy
Yeah.
memory.
Because after that I have performed Multani a number of times.
So this thing with her has continued how long?
Then my training with her continued for 6 years.
So that is a good,
Yes, substantial period of time.
and like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yes, every day, including Saturdays and Sundays.
And I think that is the first time you learn for a lengthy period, unless you have learned the same way with Paisar.
Yeah, but I learned the same way from Yeshwango as well.
But 3-4 hours.
Not 3-4 hours. It was typically a 1.5 to 2
What
hours
about
setting.
performing with all your gurus? With whom have you performed maximally, like on Tanpura?
Yeshwango and Paigua.
Okay. So
And
then,
now I'm performing with
so
Pandit.
then
Ulhas
when did
Prasad.
this happen that you went to Kasharkar sir? Again the same thing.
Ulhas
Absence
Prasad
of guru.
actually has been my mom's maternal family friend.
Okay,
The Kasharkar family itself.
okay, okay.
So he was always, curious about what am I doing
Mhm.
and stuff like. He always knew me, what I was and how good or bad am I at music.
So this was which year? And you had seen his music room much before that.
Yeah, of course, of course.
But you never knew that this could happen.
Yeah, It
Maybe
just
you must have
happened
thought
coincidentally.
sometime.
No, it just happened coincidentally. After Dordutai passed away, my mom just had a word with him, how could we do that? So she said now he doesn't need training as such. He needs guidance.
This
So-
is at what age?
Now.
No, but it is some time you've been with him, right?
Yeah, but I never, got a chance to formally train with him. I've always been accompanying him on Tanpura for the good substantial period.
Because this time I have not mentioned very clearly to you, but I was thinking when I was listening to the concert at Shanmugam and I said, okay, he's singing this
Nishad Bagre.
and he's singing, and I was just thinking, okay, like I told you, suppose you close your eyes, you can't easily make out who sang, who stopped. That's a good thing. Like you are so good that you just mix. I don't know how to express this. Where he finishes and you begin. At some places you really don't come to know if a person with closed eyes is sitting. But then there is one thing definitely I will not hesitate here. Everything is good, but then you can identify your own voice, like if there are two recordings going on.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that is a good thing. So then you are able to keep that small thing that you are you.
Because when I'm accompanying him, I have
Then you
to
have
ensure that I am following his style
so
and
that's
not
a-
singing something which is diametrically different.
So that is a deliberate
Effort,
expression
yes.
by both of you that you should be able to be so much with him that it sounds like a concert rather
It
than.
has to be in equilibrium. Right?
Okay, so
That's the
that's
word
a
I would
very nice
prefer using.
idea. That's a very nice idea. And so if you're individually performing, there will be shades of. We can easily make out this is a disciple of these people,
Yes,
and it's a good blend, and yet it is Aditya Khandwe.
absolutely.
So that is a very
Absolutely.
good thing.
And that's the thing which I generally take into consideration when I'm doing my riyas
Okay.
or when I'm performing. Because when I'm performing, you
Because
don't
I
think
do
too much.
remember that voice which I had heard on television.
It must have been different.
And even when I heard you at Pune, and it was good. I told quite a number of people, you must listen to Aditya Khandwe. I said, he's very good. And then if they want to know in bits, I'll say, Jod Rag, he sings very well. I will say, Chappa, he sings very well. So then, people really want to know, Kai Gato. They really don't want a review. So in short, 2 words, 3 words, you have to tell them. Like we say Ravi Verma, we'll say paintings. If you say Alauddin Khan Sahib, you'll say knowing a lot of instruments or whatever. So now we have come to a place, I just wonder, I want to ask you, what are the good mahotsavs and festivals, that prestigious places that you have performed in, and what are the awards that you've got?
Okay, firstly, my first award which I got was, of course, Pandit Vishnu Digambar Baluskar Award, awarded by Sharda Sangeet Vidyalaya. Then post that I also got the award given by the Swar Sadhana Samiti. Then post that,
Sadhana Samiti is connected to Avanji?
yes, the same institution. That time Avanji was very much alive.
Okay.
And I got that.
Okay.
Then afterwards, I happened to get quite a lot of inter-collegiate or inter-school prizes, first and second and so on and so forth.
What about out of Mumbai? Many of them.
Yeah, quite a few of them. This thing started with the Shanmugha Sangeet Shiromani Award, which is awarded by Shanmugha Ananda Society themselves. This was in year 2011. And in 2012, I got the Mallikarjun Mansur Yuva Puraskar, which was awarded by the government of Karnataka, which was awarded to me at Dharwad. Because Dharwad has been Mansur Appa's birthplace. And then after that, I also got the Pandit Ramakrishna Bua Base Puraskar, which is given by the Gandhar Mahavidyalaya Pune. And in case of awards, that should be it. These are some notable awards which I could remember.
What are the prestigious festivals you remember?
Festivals are quite a few. I have performed at Sankat Mochan Sangeet Samahar in Banaras. Then I have performed at Sangeet Natak Akademi Mahotsav held at Udaipur, which was titled as Sangeet Pratibha.
Achha.
at Udaipur.
Uh-huh.
Then I performed at the Pandit Jitendra Bhushan Mahotsav, which is held at Goa Kala Akademi.
Uh-huh.
I also got a chance to perform at the Bangalore Hindustan Sangeet Kalakar Mandali, the Bangalore Gayan Samaj Festival as
You
well.
have got some award recently also, say this year or last year in Mumbai. Which is that? I just saw some mention on Facebook.
Yeah, that was the Uttunga Puraskar given by Asha Khadikars. This thing, the Uttunga Foundation.
Okay.
Asha Tai's foundation gave me that Uttunga Sanman. This
Wow.
this was in the year 2014.
I just forgot to ask you about the subject you graduated in. And what
I
did you do for
graduated in
post-graduation?
I did my graduation in commerce. I am a bachelor of commerce graduate, and then I pursued my post graduation as a management postgraduate in finance. Then started working as a retail banker in Yes Bank. Switched to hedge funds. Started working with a hedge fund third-party
As
hedge fund.
Pai sir said, this is parallelly you have to
Yes.
do your music and pursue your passion.
Yes.
And then currently you are into
Yeah.
lectureship.
Yeah. Now currently I am lecturing at Lala Lajpat Rai Institute of Management.
In your own subject, have you also given net and all these things?
No, not really, because for management teachers,
It's
apart
not a
from
compulsion.
that, apart from that, or probably a substitute to that is your professional work experience what you have. If I have come from industry, then probably they could bypass
So
me.
you're thinking of shifting into some other.
Possibly I could, because I have changed so many industries in such a short period of time. I do 7 years now.
And there is a recent happy addition in your family. I would like to know about that.
Yeah, my wife.
That is about how it's about a year and a half.
More than that.
More than that.
Yeah, it's been 3 years now.
Okay. She is also very. She is interested in classical music.
Now she has developed an interest really after marriage.
So what you say is Manodharma in South. You are trying to teach her about ragas and how to understand and about
No,
composition.
not really. I don't try and teach her, because if I start teaching her, she might feel
Is she
bored.
keen in attending your concerts?
Yes, very much.
What does she do?
Very much. She is a IT professional working at MRCC company in Hiranandani Estates.
Because I was wondering, was she one of the audiences, and then after listening to, it is a music thought. Then she goes and tells her father, "This is a good person. Please go and talk to his
No,
parents."
mine was an
Nothing
arranged
like-
marriage.
Arranged marriage. Otherwise, you always dream of such occurrences.
I never had time to think about all these things, because all my gurus were behind me doing, do this, do music. That's your life.
Okay.
Because even Pandit Suresh Thavalkar was very much staying in Pune, and I was, traveling with him extensively.
And what
to
do you
learn from
perceive,
him.
just like your mom hasn't taught you, but you have picked up, what will happen when you have kids? Will it be like, let me see, Tensa Kal Kahun, as we say?
Of course. It has to be that way, because music cannot be forced.
Okay.
There has to be something which has to be,
And sometimes in music we see this like Kumarji was very close to Devdar sir. Does it happen with a person like you that somewhere there will be some disciple coming to you and you may develop something like what your gurus had for you, a son-like
Pahibua
thing?
was very close to me.
Yeah, like a son-like thing for some. Do you think it might happen that you may get a disciple, you may look like him as a son, or there may be a little girl coming in very talented and you may look at that girl as a daughter or something like this also can happen?
Maybe.
With a musician?
May happen. I
Because
don't.
since you had many gurus and you've been to them when you were little, so there can be somewhere like destiny can send some little one and you may just
Quite
say,
possible.
okay, she is good, or he is good, or he is the same picture of me.
Yeah, quite possible.
Have you encountered that you've been to a wedding or somewhere and somewhere you hummed and someone after the concert you heard a child or someone humming what you sang? Nothing like that. Okay.
Never.
Okay. So let me think. Now you may be somewhere here and there, a little younger to 30 or a little elder, more than 30.
Yeah, more than that.
Let's think about, let's say 20, 25, 30 years from now. You're standing at a point like we see some pictures of Swami Vivekananda or some other people looking back. What do you look back at? What do you see? What has happened in 30 years?
Probably the process. the process of excelling, process of bettering yourself as a musician, that would be
Do
the
you see
most.
some music school or a former institution or something?
I haven't really thought about it, but
You want to have
given
a
a chance,
school or
yes,
something?
given a chance, I would definitely. But yes, one thing is for sure that I definitely want to propagate Indian classical music to people at large, to the best possible way I could.
Just a thought in my mind. Since you were close to your gurus and since you can still decipher their styles, have you ever thought like whatever Vidya you have, whatever and Vidya happens to be a mom's name, whatever you have learned, do you ever think that if someone comes to you that we want to know that all this, if this was sung by this particular guru and we want to archive it, you can do it? Like if this particular rag, but not actually learn from Dhonu, learn from a different guru. But if someone wants you to give her perspective about all the ragas you know,
It
can you
would
do it
rather
for
be
every
difficult.
artist?
No, it would be rather difficult
Because
because the
since you
rag.
can distinguish.
Yeah, because the sets of rags which I had learned from
Being an
Yashwant Bua.
intelligent
Yashwant
singer.
Bua were different, and the sets of rags which I learned from Pai Bua were different.
That was just a thought.
Yeah.
Someone would think that if there are these 4 to 5 ragas,
Probably you
learn from
cannot sing a Hamir in Jaipur style, can you? It just doesn't befit. I mean, it's not befitting. Because Hamir belongs to Gwalior. It is a stamp Gwalior Gharana rag. Or probably a Gwalior Gharana person, I cannot imagine a Gwalior Gharana person singing a Basanti Kedar.
Is there anything of your gurus that you think they did not archive and you would like to archive? Just for people to know that this is what they would have said about it.
Maybe something about the Bandish, the way it is taught or way it is pronounced as such.
You've done some lecture demonstrations or anything around?
Willing to do, working on it.
That is very nice. So then you are standing at a particular point and all these things could have happened
Yeah.
in the 10, 20, 30,
Possibly.
the forthcoming decades, you can say.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe a lot of people behind you on Tanpura,
No, not a lot, couple of them, for
couple
sure.
of them. Maybe your kids also pursuing something, management, whatever, medical, something, and
Yeah.
also singing.
God willing.
Would you like to mention something that you think is left out? Maybe I didn't ask you a question connected and you really want to mention.
No, nothing much.
Something about your mom
Yeah, she's
or
been.
her teachers and something like that.
Her teacher, she's, I mean, as far as I know, she's, or as far as I've seen her learning, I've seen her learning from Pandit Rajabhau Gogje.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen her learning from Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi. But
Mhm.
what she always told me that I actually learned when I came to Yashwant Bua Joshi.
Mm-hmm.
Pandit Rajabhau Gogje and other thing, and all the other gurus, it was, really making me able to learn what I could learn from Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi.
Mm-hmm.
It was a strengthening process.
Mhm.
And actually, when I started learning from Pandit Yashwant Bua Joshi, it was learning process. Then she learned from Yashwant Bua for
To be grounded, like we say.
not really grounded. Rajabhau Gogje ji and Pandit Srikant Bakri ji, when I was not born, my parents used to stay at Kolkata.
Oh, so they speak a bit of
Yes.
Bengal?
My mom also knows to
Very
read
well.
and write.
Oh.
So it's
And she must be even singing
No.
any of those Rabindra
no,
Sangeet.
no, not at all.
Okay.
So that's how it was. I mean, when she was in Kolkata, she used to go to Pandit Srikant Bakri ji and learn. I haven't seen her learning from Pandit Srikant Bakri, although I've heard Bakri ji singing. But I haven't seen her learning. But I did see her learning from Rajabhau Gogje after we went back to Nagpur from Kolkata.
You've moved around quite many cities.
I was just a kid. My father was in marketing, so he had
Do you
to-
think the cultural, the culture of these cities also is somewhat connected with whatever you know now? Normally, does it happen?
I was too small a kid to understand cultures when I was moving around.
And one question I thought as a child, I never did any hand gestures while I sang. When they happened much later. I used to think, कि हाँ हाथ का हलो तो, if you hold their hands, can they sing? So what happens like when you started? You always sang with gestures.
Never. They were. In fact, lot of people used to say, "हा इतका चांगला गातो पण हा त्या गावचाच वाटत नाही."
Yeah, because I never did hand gestures. When they came, I thought people don't think I sing if I don't do any hand gestures. And then the one very strange thing, I'm into like Tai Chi training, and we have this is like energy ball and whatever. So these days I started thinking, okay, that singer does this, even gathering energy. Is it connected with energy? This and this and this, because some of them have symmetrical patterns, right and left, and some of them just move one hand. So I just wanted to know, what do you think? I mean, how connected it is?
It just happened naturally. I mean, I cannot think and
About other
do.
singers, have you ever thought, is that thing connected? Like if one doesn't do any gesture, like if someone stops a person that you can't move your hand, and will that person be able to sing? Are there some people who may not be able to sing?
I don't think so.
Because some people have mentioned this, some audience, people from the audience, they said, okay, we think that if he doesn't do this or if she doesn't do this, she won't be able to sing. Like,
I don't
yeah,
think so. I don't think so. That should
just
be
a
problem.
thought. As a
Because
singer,
I have
was-
seen,
yeah.
I have seen Bhimsen Joshi doing hathwares and moving hand gestures, and I have also seen Bhimsen Joshi singing like this at Samai Gandharva also.
Ah,
At a later stage when he was down with
okay,
paralysis,
okay.
he was like this sitting and he could sing for like 1 hour,
Oh,
and as good as he could sing.
yeah.
In his
That was just a
yesteryear.
curious question.
So I don't think that
Normal
should be a
male person
problem.
will always ask.
As long as he has done his riyaz correctly,
Ah,
that should be a problem.
Okay. Yeah, so after all these small stories and some funny stories and some
Yeah.
interesting stories, we slowly are coming to the finishing point where on behalf of Drona Star Academy, which wishes to save this profile and even more to come, profiles of different musicians, I really from all my team wish to thank you for the time you have given, for the efforts you have taken and the efforts you have taken.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I'm
Really.
obliged to be a part of this project.
Yeah. So me, Nandini Bolkar, thankfully, I think we really will be coming to you someday for the part 2, and you must have been thinking what this will be like. But when we come next time to you, you must really be some great, I don't know, you may be a different looking person with a big moustache or whatever.
No, I don't think I have mustache. I don't like mustache.
That was just a
Probably just keep a stubble as I'm doing it right now.
no, because I always saw Bua when you sang, but you look like a simple person. But waiting, one fine day, maybe we'll come to you and you will be a Bua also by appearance. So, will
Possibly
this
I
happen? This should have been a thought when you look behind what.
No, probably I wouldn't be having these many hair.
Yeah. And then there'll be this clear Pandit Aditya Khande stuck to your name.
God willing, again. Never know because
So
I
wishing
haven't
you
thought.
lots of awards and lots of accomplishments and
Thank
lot
you.
more things in your life.
Thank you. Thanks a
To
lot.
you, to your wife, to your family, and God bless.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.